Members of court and council, colleagues, distinguished honorees, graduates, family and friends, it is my honor, as President of Imperial College London, to welcome you to our virtual celebration. Let me begin by remembering the families, friends, and colleagues who have lost loved ones or suffered the severe effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Our thoughts are with you. Today is a celebration. It is also a reminder of the privileges and responsibilities that come with an imperial education. It reminds us that we can each contribute to helping one another and benefiting society. It reminds us that we are truly a global community. Graduates, congratulations. We are joining together from all over the world to celebrate your accomplishments, to applaud your many talents, and to wish you well in all that awaits you. You have worked hard at your studies, and you have excelled despite very different world circumstances than you expected. You have also excelled outside the lecture halls and laboratories as inventors, entrepreneurs, musicians, dancers, actors, singers, and athletes. Your volunteering to help others has been more important than ever. Let's recognize those whose support was essential during your time at Imperial. Your families and friends are always there when you need them. They share in your triumphs, and we celebrate with them. Our academics, who will join you in your departmental celebration, are dedicated researchers and educators, the best in their fields. They and many others have shared their knowledge. They have challenged and inspired you. They deserve our thanks. Graduates, the world needs people with your intelligence, your passion, your commitment to using your knowledge to find new ways forward through the challenges we face. You are ready for what's ahead. You may have had the chance, as I did with my son David, to ride the longest roller coaster in Europe called the Ultimate. It's a 1.5-mile ride in Yorkshire that lasts for about 7 minutes. That's a long ride for a roller coaster. It looks benign, a graceful wooden coaster set amid a beautiful landscape of wooded countryside. The ride begins quite innocently with a lift hill, long smooth hills, and bunny hops. Then there is a second lift hill and a turn to the left toward the woods. Soon, warning signs appear. Hang on. I was already gripping the safety bar for dear life. Chaos follows. Rapid turns jolt you left or right. You want to close your eyes, but you must watch to see which direction you will be thrown. You brace yourself for what's to come. This is what 2020 has been like. A benign beginning, followed by the many twists and turns created by the pandemic. The speed with which it grew in March was shocking. With little warning, you needed to pack up, change plans, and finish your studies remotely. And you did. You adapted. You persevered. You were resilient. You passed a test that you didn't foresee. You demonstrated qualities that will serve you well in your professional and personal lives. The world changed for us all. We work and communicate differently. We have tempered our plans. We know that we must do more with less. Our staff have made transformative changes to the ways we collaborate and teach. Our multi-mode provision combines the best of remote learning with valuable in-person time in laboratories, studios, and practical training. The pandemic has accelerated these changes, causing us to think hard about 2 important questions. How do we best use our valuable time together in person? And what can we accomplish by connecting from a distance? These questions have been acute during the crisis and will persist long into the future. We will need to continue to weigh options that can reduce travel, save time, and maximize our connections. As our time together in person is limited, we cherish it even more. I hope that, among the many things you will remember about Imperial, you will look back on the valuable experiences you had working with, listening to, learning from, and spending time with others. Whether it was students in your course, or friends from societies or residences, or staff you came to know. Sharing ideas and building lasting relationships are valuable lifelong assets. The Imperial College community will always be a part of who you are. As you think back to the people you met, the things you learned, and the experiences you had, remember what all this meant to you as you departed last spring. Here are 3 thoughts to leave you with. First, use your Imperial education, the knowledge, the experiences, and the friendships you made here to navigate whatever the future brings. Second, stay in touch. You will be inspired by the ways our staff, students, and alumni are working to mitigate the impacts of COVID-19, pollution, the cyber revolution, poverty, chronic disease, and more. And thirdly, maintain connections with your friends, professors, lecturers, readers, tutors, wardens, technicians, and mentors. Their collective experience is a resource for making decisions and opening doors. We may be in for another loop or 2 on the Ultimate. You are ready to deal with the jolts. You will continue to navigate the challenges ahead with the tenacity and courage that is a hallmark of Imperial alumni.
Imperial is an institution focused on scientific experimentation to discover, test, learn, and adapt. and I'm greatly impressed that all of our students have tackled the global experiment created by the pandemic with resilience, resolve, and compassion. As we celebrate your achievements, it is also an opportunity to say thank you to those whose help has been instrumental in your success. You can share your messages of thanks to your friends and colleagues who have supported you by using the live chat box on the online graduation webpage. Together, we would like to thank your teachers, tutors, and support staff for their work and ingenuity in adapting your education to the present, and for their guidance and inspiration during your studies. Thank you to your families and friends that have been your backup teams throughout your time here. And thank you, our students, for the commitment and hard work you have shown over your time at Imperial in a particularly trying final year. You have contributed to Imperial's vibrant community of thinkers and doers, and added to all aspects of Imperial life. Through this most unprecedented period, you have worked incredibly hard to achieve your degree in adverse circumstances. You should be very proud of your achievements. Well done.
I'm Abhijay, the President of Imperial College Union, and it's a privilege to be able to address you all today. Although the circumstances aren't ideal, I hope you enjoy today's celebration and that we get a chance to see you in person again once the external circumstances have improved. First and foremost, we're here today to celebrate the academic achievements of this community. All of you should be extremely proud to have reached this point. Imperial graduates are among the brightest and best, if I do say so myself. Friends and family watching might also want to pat themselves on the back. It's so often their support that keeps us going through challenging degrees. We're also here to celebrate your achievements outside the classroom. Studying at Imperial grants us access to some great opportunities, which thousands take advantage of each year. On one side, there are the cutting-edge research opportunities and academic societies which support the education of other students, as well as those in the wider community. On the other, there are student societies spanning sport, art, music, drama, culture, faith, recreation, and discussion, run by and for students, and to which so many of you have dedicated yourselves over your time at the college. As I'm sure you will attest, these activities are extremely important. They keep us rounded and give us the real-world skills that complement the knowledge we attain through study. Now is a good time to reflect on all the aspects of university life that you've experienced and the vitality you've brought to our community in your time at Imperial. It's worth taking a moment to celebrate the diversity of this community. Imperial is a tremendously diverse place, not only in terms of age, culture, and creed, but much more importantly in terms of thought. While everyone who makes it here is extremely intelligent, their individual ideas can vary significantly. This is instructive, both because it teaches us that the color of your skin or your place of birth don't necessarily correlate with similarities in thinking, and also because of the productive tension that this diversity of thought engenders to the benefit of science and society as a whole in the long run. Speaking of science, and at a risk of delving into cliché, though we now stand on the shoulders of giants, in the future it will be our shoulders on which others stand. This is worth bearing in mind. What sort of foundations do we want to lay for those who follow us? How can we address important issues and ensure the work we do stands to benefit the world as a whole going forward? It really is in our hands. Thank you for your contributions to our community, and I wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavours.
I would like to offer my warm congratulations to you, the students of the Faculty of Engineering, for the hard work and determination you have shown in reaching this significant moment. The past year has put many challenges in your way, on top of the not inconsiderable matters of coursework, examinations, dissertations, theses, and vivas. The commitment and integrity you have demonstrated through these taxing months, on top of all your hard work, makes your achievements all the more commendable. I'm sure you would join me in acknowledging the support of my colleagues within the faculty, the teachers and supervisors who have worked with you, and the administrative and technical staff who have supported you. This has been a team effort, and I am so proud of the way everyone has come together to tackle our collective challenges head-on. Engineers work together to solve problems and have a can-do attitude that has helped carry us through the past few months. Something for us all to remember as we move forward. But this is your moment, a moment which helps us celebrate you and mark the next steps you will take, you, the engineers of tomorrow. The world needs your skills, drive, and enthusiasm. Before you take your first steps on this journey, pause a second to recognise what you have achieved and know that you walk into the world as part of the Faculty of Engineering community.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the online graduation for the Department of Chemical Engineering. I would have loved to have seen you all in person, but that will not be possible this year. As you can imagine, many things have changed in the department, with our educational programme mainly being online and our experimental research taking place at low density. I'm optimistic that a vaccination programme will start next year, and this will allow us to return to campus in greater numbers at some point. Hopefully we shall meet again at some point too in the future. Congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you every success in your chosen paths. We shall now commence with the reading of graduates' names. Diploma of the Imperial College, Master of Engineering, Department of Chemical Engineering. Mohammed Maqsood Adam. Esther Ayawande Adebajo. Ferdinand Agu. Yusuf Ibrahim Said Al-Riyami. Roger Sargent Prize, Hassan Shabazz. Thomas Azimrayat Andrews. Isha Surendra Bade. Alexander Thomas Baldwin. Carl Behmer. Ilya Nuraiman bin Ismail. Max Hayden Bird. Maxine Sebastian Francis Bird. Arfan Chowdhury. Tek Yang Chin. Aniket Sadanand Chitre. Toby Edward Beaumont Daniels. Matthew Farmer. Daniel Freak. Julio Lau Fumajili Romario. Anne Garcia Gauna. Ramia Gokuladas. Usman Hafiz. Chang Yu Han. Seok Chu Han. Xiaohan He. Yuan Hin Ho. Sui Ki Hu. Guang Huang. Catherine Jaitley. Yimeng Jiao. Thomas Tatarin Jurgensen. Atta Nabi Kamran. Weijuan Kong. Ken Eu Gwek. Adam Kutna. Yan Shin Lai. Derek Lamb. Riley Vernon Latcham. William Peck Book Prize, Ben Laws. Shell Prize and Hinchley Medal, Jack Ledingham. Enchu Liang. Kai Liang Lim. Tsepuai Lim. Menghan Liu, the Ken Wheel Prize. Tao Liu. Yifan Liu. Brandon Lowe. Adrian Yu Kane Lua. Amy Wambui Mabonga. James McNeil. Ashtak Maharaj. Temilola Majeko Dunmi. Abra Masood. Katie Jane Maudsley, the Katrina Jacks Memorial Prize. Sofia Mediavella Madrigal. Kamal Viti Nilesh Mehta, Charlene Chital Mehta, Hamish Max Mitchell, James Morrissey, Sophia Mateo, Kieran Naylor, Yen Yu Ng, Yash Aditya Ganesh Nirmal, Suhaib Nisa, Finton Colum O'Connor, Yingliang Titus Ong, Wai Shin Oi, Aris Papadimitriou, Uzaifa Patel, Ria Patel, Vinay Ashwin Patel, Governor's Prize in Chemical Engineering, Banu Pillai, Dean Adrian Postuma, Callum Jack Potter, Abhirami Ravindran, Natsuko Robert, the Chemical Engineering Student Centenary Prize, Andrea Ravelli, Miriam Sarkis, Thomas Satura, George Claudio Savulescu, Kilan Shah, Roshan Shah, Remy Shaib, Richard Shen, Panayotis Maximos Sipneos, Zijie Song, Ziping Clement Tam, the Roger Sargent Prize, Cheo Lin Tan, Pichan Tumtra Kunwong, Henry Savistovsky Travel Fellowship, Anastasia Angelique Tech, Melissa Tang, Wei Tian Tricia Teo, Nonofo Tapelo, Yin Mod Sang, Tumisang Solope, Su Cheng Tung, Mikey Rueda, Damien Vandenberg, Alexa May Vasey, Mohammed Babis, Xiao Ren Laura Wang, Adam James Ward, Abby Watson, India Wild, Loveless Book Prize, Chloe Wong, Ian Yuan Yen Wong, Yue Wu, Yasmin Nicole Hin Wukao, Mingro Shi, Haoran Xiong, Bohan Zhu, Fui Ling Yap, the Shell Prize, Christopher Chun Ying Yung, Hon Hua Yeo, Lu Ji Yu, Xiaomin Yu, Saurav Zangene, Shengming Zhang, the Henry Savistovsky Travel Fellowship, Yu Zhang, Xiaochun Zhu, Diploma of the Imperial College, Master of Science, Department of Chemical Engineering, Adedeji Adeboye, Mariam Ahmed, Oyinkansola Ajayi, Abdullah Hamid Hilal Al-Busaidi, Manar Sulaiman Said Al-Busaidi, Mubarak Aliyu, Abdul Rahman Al-Mutairi, Robert Sochi Amaku, Rikesh Amin, Wei Wen Ang, Iehoma Amanda Anosike, Abdurrahman Arosi, Wouter Arts, Eric Benchak, James Butterworth, Adrian Corsby, Angeliki Halasti, Nadita Chanchaona, Chiyui Chen, Chishuan Chen, Yan Chen, Yijia Chen, Jia Yuan Cheng, Seo Yeon Chung, Alicia Claremont Ortega, Jack Clark, Jinyue Chui, Xinyu Deng, Kostas Eleftheriou, Panagiotis Herodotou, Han Fang, Francesco Fraboni, Yao-Ting Guo, Jenny Guo, Edward Honai, Xiaoran Hu, Annie Huang, Hassan Ismail, Sarah John, Mitra Kalogeropoulou, Lydia Karpouza, Elvin Hamidov, Konstantina Kikiti, Seok-Young Kim, Anastasios Kutian, Shivani Kumar, Ugagin Kachuku, Rudianto Lakota, Gemma Lawrence, Jinwei Li, Fuyue Liang, Zach Lin, Jing Liu, Yufan Liu, Victor Liu, Yang Liu, Jeff Hewitt Price, Ben Lyons, Mary Kate Lyons, Aidan Main, Wenji Mao, Julius Clarence Marcos, Andres Martin Fuertes Branas, Piero Mazzoli, Diego Melon, Despina Moshu, Hussein Nale, Tala Navid Zoberi, Dimitrios Nikolis, Paul Ogunlela, Karen Ondaza Salguero, Nicholas Uy Wenwei, Maria Veronica Ordenes Pazmino, John Ostalatza, Yue Yang Pan, Leandros Pashalidis, Yanshur Peng, Maria Raku, Nirojana Ravindran, Matilde Riga, Ivan Robles, Stephen Round, Matushan Sabanayagam, Edgar Ivan Sanchez Medina, MSc Advanced Chemical Engineering for Best Prize in Examinations, Letitia Sanders de Almada, Abdurrahman Saran, Vibke Sas, Dinesh Selvanathan, Shuai Jun Shen, Yuchu Shen, Ali Shur, Adaize Mitchell Siwaniku, Rhea Suarez, Li Wen Song, Ratanon Suksubrun, Andrew James Tapper, Murat Tolmakov, Juan Yu Tong, Ikechukwu Uche, Alexander Ulrich, Andrew Walter, Chan-Chi Wang, Xuxian Wang, Jewei Wang, Wasin Virakajonsak, Xinyi Wei, Jiaqi Wang, Louisa Wong, Chen Yang, Ziyi Yu, Zihao Yue, Mengruo Zhang, Yichen Zhang, Jiajun Zhu, Yi Zhu. MSc Advanced Chemical Engineering Prize for Best Performance in a Research Project, Mengjia Zhu, Linshan Zhu, Yikyu Zhuo, Yujin Zhuo. Diploma of the Imperial College, Master of Philosophy, Department of Chemical Engineering, Mohammed Fazel. Diploma of the Imperial College, Doctor of Philosophy, Department of Chemical Engineering, Mahmoud Abdusalam Ibrahim, Habib Abubakar, Sabia Ahmed, Muat Alama, Sultan Al-Habsi, Maha bint Ali Asayeg. Julia Higgins Centenary Prize, Yutaka Aoki, Mohammed bin Rabuni, Nur Izwane binti Mayon, Raul Calva Serrano, Claudio Carallo, Harry Cardenas Mashia, Jiajun Chen, Maria Hatsopoulou, Meng Chen, Yunsi Chi, Adelanio da Silva Cardozo, Arnold Duraliu, Arwin Evans, Mazia Fayas Torshizi, Solomos Yoriu, Andres Gonzalez Garay, Eliana Grant, Yingjian Guo, Irina Harun, Xiaochen Huang, Jiawen Huang, Mark Antonin Isbell, Francisca Jalil Vega, Akaki Jamburidze, Shanshue Jiang, Nazrul Hadi Johari, Siti Hajar Khalid, Dudley Newitt Prize for Experimental Excellence, Mutaz Khawaji, Townend Prize, Takeshi Kurotu, Ethan Law, Ruyan Lee, Andrew Leung, Pantisa Limlangtong, Tom Lindeboom, Rui Liu, Saulius Bukauskas, Antonio Lima Grillo, Mahin Michel, Brett Parkinson, Dudley Newitt Prize for Theoretical or Computational Excellence, Selene Pirola, Nicolas Prosetia, Ven Chian Kwek, Andrew Russell, Mark Shapletons, Sarah Sharudin, Ben David Slater, Wei Chien Tu, Nwachukwu Ozu, Ying Ying Xuan. That now concludes the graduates from the Department of Chemical Engineering.
I'm thrilled to be joining you today to celebrate your graduation and the onward journey of this wonderful academic institution. This is actually my first Imperial graduation, as I joined as Chair of Council in January this year. I've always been impressed, however, by Imperial. I've long admired your way of working across disciplines, of embracing opportunities within academia, but also with industry. The chance to work with so many outstanding thinkers and innovators is what brought me here. And what a year to start. This isn't the 2020 any of us planned, and perhaps nobody knows this more than you. But here we are, learning, enduring, changing, succeeding, together. I take great inspiration and comfort from what you, our graduating students, have achieved in getting here, and I'm so excited to hear about what you'll do next. I imagine you'll be feeling apprehension at your next steps. We're living in a different world, it's true. The future is a challenging and changing one, but it's one full of opportunities, both well-established ones ready for you to step into, but also completely new ones for you to venture out to. In getting to this point, you've proven yourselves robust, talented, motivated individuals who are poised to grasp these opportunities. Now, throughout my career, I've become aware of a defining feature of success. I believe it comes to those who have a burning desire to make things happen, the determination to achieve, and the interpersonal skills to bring people together. And from what I've seen with my own eyes at Imperial and the achievements I've heard today, I know you have those qualities and that you will go on to make great and positive changes in the world. But please know this is not goodbye. Far from it. Instead, it's welcome. Welcome to the next chapter of your lives, but also welcome to the worldwide network of Imperial alumni of whom you are now a vital part. We'll be here for you as you go on to exciting careers, following you, supporting you, celebrating you every step of the way. So please do stay in touch. You're now members of the Imperial family, and we can't wait to see what you do.